I'm actually applauding that beautiful football that Brazil and Japan just gave us. Like, that was actually so beautiful to watch. It was a proper tactical game. You can see the in-game management. You can see the how both of them start. It was a proper tactical game, and that was exactly what I expect from Japan. You see, their defensive show was actually very compact. They're actually so very unlucky to have played Brazil at this early stage of the knockout round. This actually looks like a quarterfinal game or a game that you get at the round of 16. Like, this is actually so beautiful to watch. And two things are the difference between Japan and Brazil tonight. Two things. The first thing is Carlo Ancelotti, and the second thing is the individual quality of both teams. This is actually one of the most serious time I have watched Vinicius. He was not throwing tantrums. He just want to play football today. He was actually double marked throughout the game, and he was constantly trying to create something from those double marking. Then look at the individual quality in other areas. Casemiro goal especially. One of the most underrated parts of Casemiro game is actually the heading. He has scored so many goals this season already. He's already 12 goals for club and country this season alone. And if you look at it very well, that out of 12 goals that he scored this season, about 8 or 10 will actually be headers. It is so very, very underrated that people don't actually mention it when they are talking about Casemiro. And the reason why he's actually so good with scoring like that is actually simple. When Casemiro went for trial at age 11, they asked that, how many of you are strikers? Then he said that a lot of them actually raised up their hand for strikers. So he calculated it that, oh, too much space. Then when they said, how many of you are defensive midfielders? Then he raised up his hand. Even though he has never played that position before in his life. You see, that few moments, that calculated risks at that point is actually what Brazil is actually enjoying today. And what has delivered 5 Champions League, a lot of titles across his own career. Then Ancelotti, I don't know how it is possible for him to remain so calm. First, they went behind, he was calm. Then they scored that second goal. You would have expected him to go gaga, normally, normal reaction. But then Ancelotti did not. But it is actually very easy to see why he did not go gaga. This is someone that has won trophies. He has won league titles across England, across Spain, Italy, France, Germany. That is 5 out of the top 5 leagues in Europe already. Then, in addition with that, this is the 5 times UEFA Champions League winner. For me, I always say Ancelotti is the greatest knockout manager in football history. I don't think we have actually seen a manager so always calm and always know the right substitution to do when it comes to knockout football. See today, first he subbed out Paqueta. You would have expected probably Neymar to come in so they still maintain their 4-2-3-1. But no, Ancelotti went 4-4-2 with Hendrick. Then he looked at Koa and said, oh, enough time. Then he subbed out Koa for Martinelli. When he subbed that sub initially, I was looking at what did Martinelli want to come and do here? But then Ancelotti knows more than us. This is the first time I am watching Martinelli play as an 8 in a game. I don't think even Ateta has the vision to play Martinelli as an 8. And that is what Ancelotti did today. He played him as an 8 and he delivered the winning goal. One thing I want to point out in this game is the contribution of Bruno Guimaraes. He's Brazil's most important player after Vinicius. I have been shouting it since. He's Brazil's most important player after Vinicius. He's the one that controls the tempo of the game and also creates chances for them. Without Bruno Guimaraes, I don't even know where they will be. That assist for Martinelli was his fourth assist in this competition. He's already topping the assist charts for this World Cup. It's actually so very funny. One Bruno is actually topping charts in England, another Bruno is topping charts in World Cup. Then the Bruno that stopped charts in England, you would have expected him to come to this World Cup and start topping charts, but that's a talk for another day. Then Casemiro, that was a beautiful performance. He deserves that man of the match, no doubt. He had a bad first half. He made errors. He got an early yellow card. A lot of people like me was even shouting, sub out Casemiro, sub out Casemiro. But how Casemiro was able to just turn that around at age 35 is actually worth applauding, honestly speaking. The way he just turn back the game, control the game, and even score the equalizing goal for Brazil is actually worth commending. Japan are actually so very unlucky here. They played very well, they pressed very well, their defensive shape was actually compact. But this is knockout football. It is cruel and it punishes mistake. Just one moment that you lose concentration, you get punished. And that might be the difference between if you progress in the competition or you are going home. Because I don't even know what Tanaka was thinking. Why he did not clear that goal? That is 36 minutes, just clear the ball. And that is the reason why Japan is actually going home now. I still maintain that Brazil are actually favorites in this competition. They just need to fix a little bit of things like that rest defense. They still need to fix that. They really need to fix that. First, Casemiro was exposed like this against Morocco. Then he was exposed again against Japan like this. So when they meet better teams, they are going to exploit them in transition. And this time around, it might not be enough for them to turn it around. So they really need to work on their rest defense. But beyond that, it is the injury concern. First, Rafinha, now Paqueta, and Casemiro was actually holding his groin too when he was going out. So beyond that, I don't really see anyone stopping Brazil, probably until they play England later in the competition, if England progresses too. Me personally, I enjoyed this game. I hope you did too.